So, hello everyone. Welcome to the U-Turn Now, a platform that is empowering our communities through women and youth. The U-Turn actually leverages the transformative power of storytelling, constructive dialogue, and action to promote social change, economic empowerment, human rights, peace building, entrepreneurship, and innovation. So my name is Akwal Philip, as always, and I'm joined today by Alakir Deng, one of the U10 co-hosts, and our very special guest, Awan Kuol Awan, all the way from down under Australia. Awan, thank you so much for joining us today. So our colleagues, today we are excited to discuss a very important topic that Awan Kuol will be leading. It's digital literacy. I know many of us, it could be the first time hearing it. For many, it could be something that you already know. But Awan Kuol will dive into it as soon as possible. But before we start, I just want to let you know that you, as team audience, you can support us, you can support the U10 by following the page if you are new to this page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and engage with the content, the message that we are going to share today, and make sure you share it so that it reach many people that may benefit from it. So I want to thank you for joining us. And yeah, what an honor.
Thank you so much, Kuala Kurumong, and thank you, Alakir. Thank you to the U-Turn team and this amazing platform. I've seen a lot of your great videos and discussions on important topics. I am one of the people who is very familiar with these digital platforms called social media and other digital platform we use. I don't use other platform that much, but I'm always on Facebook and I follow your work a lot. So thank you so much for having me, and thank you for the listeners for tuning in to listen to what we had to talk about. Just to put myself into the story, I just want to share a little bit about myself. So my name is Awan Kuol Awan. I'm based in Australia, Melbourne, Australia. That's where I'm based. And this is a great initiative to be connecting with people from other part of the world. Um, so I'm a teacher, a high school teacher. I'm a librarian, youth worker, I call myself a community advocate because I care much about our community, as similar as what you guys are doing there. And so I share whatever I know about, things that are important to our community. I always speak in Dinka, unfortunately, but because of that, the reason why I use Dinka language, because I know most of my viewers are Dinka speakers. And the message that I share is not for the Dinka people, but only for the Dinka speakers. That's the reason why I speak a lot in Dinka. But if there's need to speak in English, which is one of the language that I know, I don't mind sharing my message in English, but it depends with the audience as well. So we'll see how we go from there. But thank you very much for inviting me to share this great information with you. It's something that I'm really passionate about. I've done a bit of training for these great topics a few years back during the lockdowns. I was working as a youth worker at the library, so I was doing a lot of digital literacy training, and especially with young people, there was a lot of misinformation going on online. So in order to educate young people on how to identify, what is fake news or what is not true online, I had to do some training as well, pulling in some information from all other sources. And one of the job we do in the library there is to train people, train customers on how to use their digital devices, but also how to be digitally informed about how the world is changing. There's so many changes that are happening, and I think I will talk about some of the changes that have been happening recently. So let's start. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I can work again give them so but what is this digital literacy and why is it even important to discuss? You have already mentioned few things, but can you take it away?
Well, I don't even have to explain too much because we are already doing it. This is it. This is digital literacy. It's an ability to find, use, evaluate, apply, and create and share information similar to what we are doing. For you've came up with the idea of interviewing somebody to share information, and then you identify which source you're going to use, and you decided to use a streamline. I mean, a StreamYard. And now with the StreamYard, you're going to edit it to make sure whatever you're putting out there is what actually worth for people to listen to. Okay, if there's any part that you think it's not appropriate for the people, you cut it off. This is it. This is digital literacy. to be able to share information that are actually relevant to the people that you are identify for the information, to consume the information. What online on a regular basis, where digital devices and platform are you could use the data open. But this is where we're going to talk a lot about some of the negative impacts and the positive impacts on the on digital literacy or digital platform that we use. So in order for us, we can get about can again happen kwa jamtin. You can go pia than ke we can go region ke we can go leben work ya we can use up ya go watch here mishila. Anong issue you can online recently even last week and the week before we kind of lawyer online even we can go na lebu ko you know when you check ka ka bu ga jam ja la ka chirman ni ke fake images or videos. They can only show deep fakes. Now someone can do someone a little voice around but reported below with a video but a little chicken around jam. Kaka ben waka jam thin how you can identify that. In the case of images. AI, you ben one only the initial AI generators, you can generate images that look authentic but they're not. Also we'll look at some of the contents you can use the other scams and get initial spam emails on and text messages that we receive on a constant basis. So we'll look at those things. But yeah, this is what digital literacy is. So it's to be able to identify the source, to know how to use the device and how to use the platform wisely and also safely without causing any harm to yourself and to others. Because all the information we gather sometime online can have some negative impacts and can have positive impacts. And this is why it's important to distinguish the facts and the facts information or false information, not to false for yeah. So anyway, let's have a look at some of the issue that we can talk about. But this is a definition of digital literacy: to know how to use your digital tools, such as how to use Zoom, Facebook, WhatsApp. Now a lot of people are having a lot of issues on WhatsApp. We'll talk about some of the issues that we've been encountering on WhatsApp and how you can actually prevent those issues. Also Facebook as well, messages, what I call a messenger. Facebook Messenger has a lot of problems. We'll talk about some of the problem with the Facebook Messenger later on, how you can prevent those issues, how to set your Facebook so that your Facebook is well protected because your Facebook can be hacked. You can actually you can expose yourself easily on Facebook without not knowing, and how you can prevent that. And I'll share some of my personal experience with the use of Facebook or other social media platform that I use, how to use your channels wisely. For example, in my situation, and similar to what you guys are doing, I record my videos. I don't stream live my videos simply because if you do live videos, which we do a lot, a message can get out there without you controlling it. Because once you stream something live, it's already gone. It's hard to get it back, and people can quickly report or cut your video without your knowledge. And that is a big problem there. That's why I always record my videos, listen to them 3 times before I share them online. Make sure I identify my target audience, who will be the consumers of these information. You gotta know them. You gotta know who you're talking to. All right. And remember, everything you put online doesn't belong to you. Once it is online forever. The digital platform that we use own them, the images that you share, the photos, anything you put there. And there's something called digital footprints. So whatever you do online, you can be identified, you can be traced, and it can be linked. And there's something called metadata, which we use in Australia. I don't know whether you guys use it in Canada and America, but I think similar. Yeah. All your information are gathered and they're safe somewhere by the government. We have a biggest what I call biggest data storage in Australia. It's based in Alice Springs in Central Australia. That's where all the data across the country is safe there, and it's monitored by the government. So the government have all your information. It doesn't matter whatever you do, whether you create a fake name. There's something called IP, which is called Internet Protocol. Internet Protocol is traceable. Ever a device that you use always have a connection, a registrations under your name, and you can be traced easily. So it doesn't matter whatever you do virtually, you can be traced with that, with your device, through your
You can
device.
look at the lead.
even we just delete here, they'll recover too. So don't just do it and think that in Tian, no, in Kiratian. So I did a video a few years back about things that you shouldn't put on your Facebook or your social media, and it was viewed I think by 32,000 people. That was really good. But what I was talking about is how we use the digital platform sometimes can have some negative impacts, especially when you expose yourself. I know Rani you could end it how you like your lobby, can we
Yeah.
a cock and lawyer, I think you will let it twine.
Okay.
Go can't twine. Well, when you allow her and get a girlfriend, you're going to soon, they're having a good time. Well, when you get a share on Facebook. Now the next day, you what you all find out about Akara, just tell you don't do Harana, I was very sick, was, I was having a bad, headaches and all this stuff, making up all the sickness. So both the lower yellow, but you let you in the Haraka, where no mean a tired. So it was your teaching that I should be short
Yeah.
a while.
Okay.
One of no Rana, Pura to the I tell them, I didn't similar to that. Gurana dom kuchila poli pura kule be support ben pol. Ajimula chen media la chuk yana kor the girlfriend la lerbi. So anything you know online even a be kor mikila. Oh jame den ka chirma no ngira ane chola um wina na pukene no polo tennis de ni chola Rogers Federer
Yeah.
or Rogers Federer when you get a more Serbian then now ran mar che dai tennis nga chane wo chane mar kula ne chike de ta we je kine wumba pa kide COVID vaccine
Yeah.
go lo would tell go now and kichi an exemption can local Australia go lo would tell Facebook lo would tell social media kichi exempted to Australia by chin COVID certificate actually a big issue but after chen penalty and actually detained we deported back simply because they
Wow.
killed na kila tao
Of
be
course.
chirare chen ko jo ko so ka nong en ke chol ba ke de ba tao bi online ke kana ba char yo ba la ba nong in kene michila so yeah that's what I can say about this. Yeah, that's what the definition of digital literacy is: to understand and to know your device, to use your um, platform wisely, but knowing what you actually what you're targeting for, what you actually want to get out there, what is the information you're trying to get out, and how you can use the internet wisely and safely without causing any harm to yourself and to others. I think I elaborate that enough here. There.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm learning a lot. Think most of the time using my internet mindlessly. Not that I'm doing something bad. No. But
Mm.
checking it. So let's start with the good side of the internet, how it help people access information, and what role it plays in literacy. Like we quite use it for the good, for because their knowledge increase or to access opportunities and all that.
Well, a question for the ready did it. Now, walk man, wait on internet all the time. On there, can work on the computer, computer get a telephone, any child and telephone, and you char a baker or a beggar. They live when
Nokia
you
110.
no, yeah, no, 1100, they can only text message with Yakada, with Yaba, you can get talking to walk. But working technology after 2010. Technology cho nó bất kỳ đến bên TV à mấy ngọn cái anh thấy bài cho nên là có bài của computer thì đến thì đòn cái đến là như lối tuần tuần nhỏ được lối cái dính qua lúc à chắc you
Yeah.
computer cái gì thế thì cái đó tao mình cái này cái được gọi chọn rồi cái chỗ cái TV á cái thì cái do nó cái thì cái rồi cái 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 chỗ cái telephone đấy cái thì để có nó qua cái đi đến nó mới nhập cái the first cái đó là generation one G1 cái đi nó mới nhập chắc là nhiều cái này cho là London gọi là cái đấy cho là gọi là cái đấy cho Science Museum cái display bên cái telephone bên cái giá giá dollar nó you cái tấm ảnh cho nên we have come a long way from
Yan
this
yan
big
ye chol
telephone
na. Yan ye chol
huh?
nambara la jwa ni juba.
No no
Telephone
no
di.
no a form of cái đồng bala and another one cái đấy đang phải cái đấy nha nó cái đấy I chụp
Eh.
chiếu cái đấy nó đi ama troll radio đấy nó cái đó lôi radio đấy ama troll đấy nó use cái
Oh, okay.
so yeah, like did one of the Maria like first mobile phone or they call invented. Before that, cái landline như cái nó còn chậm. So cái đến nó như telephone đấy duy là chậm bị chậm duy của chạy chậm mình. Đó mà nó cái đi ra cái đi home phone cái những cái now cái telephone này first mobile phone này chỉ invented it was so big. So ini em mua đồ ăn. After that cái đó bây giờ gear cho nên nó 11 Nokia 1100. Abi Japan smartphone for muke. Eman Louis predicted man by 2025 telephone now do being planned into your body. Telephone being planned to your body, yes. Being planned to your body so by now corporate you the one you just think about the person that will die. This is how it's going now. Yeah, na ko but how we are to the point like but how good do I projected that which man but how we chin. So technology is changing and it's getting worse. So back to the questions, internet man I even information I will access easily. The colon be coronavirus and a corona jala time Africa. So with that, I can't know I really needed to access information about corona because I was trying to read more about it, but I couldn't read much information because internet partners also done it really bad. So I couldn't wait to come back to Australia. Before book and I can get it within few days because I can use the internet to find that whether there's a book on that particular topic. In the case okay, then most of the studies are local online. I'm currently doing masters of teaching online. With that masters of teaching and a lot through the Zoom, you can work in a future work. This is how we use digital literacy with digital platforms now. I create venture in our work. With this, Chiman Yam walking, which in stream yard or in this digital platform, I can with you. Kaka, I in a digital technology and Piala now work, and I need to use it to work. Sharing information, Kachira and Kata Jamsin. Daga Chira and Daga Ping, and most of the time they are relevant issues that are happening in America, in Canada, in Africa. So messages here get your Alubran and the video and all. So in increase, a kin back, get a kin back to the court too. When you look at them quite a few, and I know I know look at the door to the other. I can achieve it over.
Why did you say that? Rati de rati, yeah.
Uganda mkakati yako rojo kujasu ni chaka kala chaka chaka. Lakini akina atonya. The same thing in here, getting around about a quarter village man at the few manasa. So it get the digital literacy, where go. Brand, but then each event a while. The internet man, I even joke, but you get your social media. Kaji Jara, Kukaban, Gajan, I catch all the channel where you're using the Jara. Then a jewel and lumber get down, water yoke. There are there. Bin yi kada cha cái chuyện gì randa ko bia famous da cha cái chuyện cái việc tin cái theo nyal cha na gune ni anong social media platform je ben nyal mana dengan je jam nong ke keluar ai cái de theo nyal cha cái yi tin nong cái nong cái theo của nyal simply because I for big popular sensationalism. It's one of the biggest issues that are affecting us now. I check and filter. I'm very unprofessional and they just put things out there just because they want people to follow their pages. Even though their pages are kind of monetized, they don't even get any money. I don't even understand why they're doing that. Kakawa koi kwa jenga raja manaza. Yena no rada mane pa niya du ko bija lo online ko bija jam tege be. Ukan wel ke bana ka leren kara ne go le chu kara bure no. Riwe lara be niya ba la. Kaka a jenga raja no koi ko. Mental health man cha michela man alu is ko man cha na wel mil ju mana a chiran kara man ron di tingara ya agli acha woti wana no diar ko is ba jo diar we ko isa ba de a ran gara chulo la ya ra yaw yaw ba de ka tingi chin kuna lo yo na ka chin cho ni te chi ano ni a lot of people scared ku ka yu ki chin la yaw la cha de ka ka na ran kin cha ya ku lo ku je ro bi je ya na tingi chin pya ko wa re no my god cha ra no man watch an situation mi da mana ra no man self harm chi di ra the questioning the identity crisis. Why do I look like this? Why am I short? Why? Online. So this social media I can have a lot of mental health issues in work. And get your question, I don't like you guys are supposed to be you. What I want to call about the wall book, everyone walk through bed on your like you. Put a look at from for no reason. Now you better you that you know, but the younger kid one around, or Chakabi you that until we were part of it. So we're quite work a guy change social media or change a digital platform. I don't know. Kama mana kara jamana chu I imported back to Africa. And long take chan kong jam tin kulo la kake bi go walk by the way kake bi walk pa ka waja you ko lo walk bi walk walk ko na. Kene kake bi walk ano agenda se get up. Kanke bi go walk at yak ketwin economic benefits for the host countries. Bay po jen walk ben tin ben. Are you in walk are you go point? Go ya taxes you go charping. go ya would you go do. Go ya everything. I can culture work. We contribute to the economic development of those countries. The only time you finish with your contributions, with your economic contribution, is when you are dead, when you've been buried. And get the last time into one funerals, man, I can't think, man, I very expensive. I can commercialize. So what we're contributing to the economic development of those countries. Loy loy chica pulchera and can loy loy cake right now. Kawajara chen lu ye care. I check how you get that. I chen you la mummy chemio. I chen a Louis Tome. I chen Louis on ring. All those things I check a loy to wale. A kaka aka be walk around, book around, refugee around, you can do any job because I can low skill get your low skill people non low skill can I can get you low because you any job available for you of course that's what you're gonna subscribe yourself to a kaka be work by it so again the way I don't give you work at global agenda is being a mad by 2050 I think about how much by 2030 I don't know whether we'll see how that's gonna go and again I think when American election man very critical because America the American economic and military might will use now to further this agenda, to bring the world together. Agenda is very toxic. I know LGBTQ, which is the population agenda, by the way. The population will take it to 3 billion. They want to reduce the population to 3 billion by 2050. And they try in 1970s, but I can't believe not unusual Henry Kissinger, the population will reduce to 3 billion or 2 billion by year 2000. It didn't happen. These are some of the global agendas. Kaka yin ko wabai ba ita ne ebu ya part of the global family. Who gear chana go go tum kana rana ben easy to rule the world chana ko liya. Na ting pan chen chen ma chakal man chikur ben ko jaltin ka lo chi top. Yung yin ko liya because cultures ke ba ka ada kan wan ko bi ya fit into the global family. So na chaka jal ko way family ke cultures ko na ya ka loss we have lost our cultures, our values, our norms, everything. When you lost the language is what you go man jam no man can go to English every cause the kaka big war. The kaka I check him. I check loy manas. Kai ke chuko loy man man ko ya ke purwar ko ya ke pire ke beran bramu. Manasa I told manasa cha guatima roti man alim doi or a piak doi because I'm a chirapol and a cheer Louis. Because the culture that I just let you know how much but you got away cái coach mà chính cái chuyện coach cái cho mình mà nếu mà nó chỉ bên mà cái chị culture mà nó là nồng nấm single mother cái rồi á cái là chỉ phải là ở đồng million ở ngoài mấy là cái ngoài mấy cái chế độ cái chiến của chị cái đó one of the global agenda luôn cái chị cái so phá cái quá giờ cái gì cái tao system cái tao của dân cái giá yếu slowly so we ko cái bị cái work by and so nó có cái jam nó work cái bị over tiếng nó cái mà na chu cái lối mà watch cái mà cái phone mà cái phone by qua chỉ we rely on what we get from outside United Nations dependent syndromes and you transmit it back to the people so cái work by trên work can name a lot of issues cái put when work and do it and then jam a problem but we need to talk about the solution too we need a Google digital usage Google reduce a little bit we need to get back to face a meeting where we can talk face to face. I know random and brand that the WNP because I jam online, but I jam when you go can go down like a noon. Can I allow? I get to call to jam online when we go jam when you're not I think because they're not used to talking to people in front, talking to the in front of people. I cannot used to that because that digital environment can I feel comfortable by well be. So I'm not can I encourage let's get back who bear you face to face. That human to human interaction is very important. Bu can bear yami to what you and get you get them boo name program I didn't one of the things I suggested one no U10. Now we're trying to talk about that if then U10 events and also programs on a regular basis. So we can have that, human to human interaction. We can do a lot of works. And Japan, but I think I touch a lot. I didn't jam on it, so I can talk a lot about everything. But this is where we're going to now. Digital platforms. Ananga pielga ko ananga riaga ke. Ukariaga ke ga ja juya ke cha dir. Cái việc này đang nói cái mà nào chỉ qua cho yêu information chịu được đó nhưng mà you want rồi đâu rồi full bài do thing what you watching the one in cái chỗ cái rồi mà South Sudan on a daily basis like you got South Sudan getting why you getting because one have access to a lot of information internet data direct còn cái data ya cái tin thì mà nó chỉ tin cái cái tin cái đấy 200 gigabyte cái này unlimited now what you have access to this kind of information she quite well because you using it and you bear who now don't then feel free to because you guys are knowledgeable about this topic too so feel free to share any information you know.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's a very comprehensive answer, so I'll pass it to Awan Kuol any question we teach.
No, yeah, no, I enjoy all the things Jakalina one, and you should be bad because this topic is big and it needs to be unpacked. Like some of the things that are really eye-opening to me, for example, is while these digital platform are enabling us to access information and resources, human nature really university, you can do your university online, you can self-learn on YouTube. Our people that are not using that learning now they are going to now they're using social media instead of empowering yourself, you are using it to disempower yourself. Man, for Paul, kwe big ja believe online ko ke tira I gar kulto. Big thing. So ka tira ka going to barakar but learn a little bit further because that is the area you have been warning people, and that is why I'm very excited that you are here. Ko baga liyo nyinda kara I will look online in detail what can be done to change it? So in how are we using the digital platform in a way that is disempowering us instead of empowering us? And what should we do?
Thank you Paul I were good yen ke chol ko lo ro ta to ben go ya le ro yin cái tòng cha của nó làm cái chuyện cái chỗ cái nó nong cái tiếng chuyện nghe go nó man ya ra diam đuôi cho wale by the way cái chỗ ấy yin cái này because yin rio chỗ của chỉ liu nó ngay chỗ cái đàn có anh nó có rồi join nghe cái uốn uốn nhà nó uốn rồi nhá thì đôi aliu rồi bên này chỉ nắm thùng cái này rồi cái nhiều khâu chỉ chú gần so chỉ là bên này cũng giá số cả những trăm cái này biết có bên nào ngày kiếm có anh nó ngoài này cao cũng mà cái này cái gì cái đó nó gọi là coi na tao mình chỉ nói cái đó cho Australia by the way gọi cho Australia Australia gọi gì cái cho Australia
Yeah, Australia, just Alice.
Australia cái cho Australia because wheat flour đi rồi lên rồi đi rồi cái này bay Australia
Cái tròn ở ram này chứ Australia better.
Yo là cho phải cho Australia so Australia war kuje jate na wale kuje noayo ni kamera ga ja piora pia kuje chamen ko jala di ye ke ti wa to ga do ro be da jere lo exactly Brenda Biden over I noayo kamera ku kamera by the way ngene mi lo so no ma to kala ye wa che ni mata to mana na yo ran ba na ga ra che da mi yo kala no ye bây giờ ta kiếm một liu tao bu nghe tiếng na tiếng cái mà nó sai chắc cái chi lưới còn sen cái giá nó điểm đôi và lấy cái này rồi lệ rồi mà này chỉ đi mà nó online mà cái đấy nó cho blank mail cái đó chỉ tuần là cái gì sẽ cho nó đua thì to Africa đua ai cho đua có ai cho đua because này thì cái này ran thì nó thì giá sur kujia be threaten that này chỉ yên vô cái sura đó bắt chuột or bắt tiệc là jam cái no very disrespectful to our women okay anh non coi cho nation of Islam ye na yiga dwel kul ke tik ne ken yalla nyoro yelo na che yalla ni to ke suppose be ati ken yalla in second god yiga dwel kul la when you educate a man you educate an individual if you educate a woman you educate a nation because women ke ga educators en ge jen wo ti man ge to kul ti yong man ya ke ga teachers naturally born teachers a che ga ba la pure a ke dit ke with en ge ti mara ko pure to ko man ti how to clean by là mà chỉ cái gì phiêu by chậm chỉ cái gì không phiêu by chậm I think cái chỉ cái phiêu là cái how to behave chứ mẹ tôi mà cái mắm ya mắm yeah so dia cái ga wote cái nếu đi với cái với tua các cái cái dia cái yong ai chết với dia có ai đến với cái giờ yong ra cái anu ra tua chỉ nhá đuổi về because mà dia mà cái ga rồi yong mà cái phải dia cái alert cái ta go di ti ke mane suppose they are yo because it's okay secret because ti ke ne ke ko bai pe ko di kiran ko di ke ti e cha ma le ka wa ja de no ro ke ya we le ke di ha ke ne ka chi lu bi ko e mockery to work to women a che yi e suppose ba ka man we di because kiran to me we They are a very special being who support you. So kayene di en wero lar we di ara ba watar ja lar ko pin no boja pinga ban oga di har ko achin kaya technology lu use and lu ka wajar use ko Indian ko the other cultures are we use, but they don't behave like us. They don't behave like us. And I just think them and the winning and the other program which are you ten. And I hope the chair and them go you ten, but like never group in here. Colleague, so them we are very special for our generation. Who message you copy that we need to do a bit of a U-turn. Now you would think about you we need to do a U-turn. I but hey, bên có you know là giờ có là bắt được cái gì cũng có được quay quay chụp được so we need Google bank cái đó mà được bên Google là cha của Google team Google community đã phải welcome to you because they really need your delivery you would ring cái mà nó sẽ phải nói là đòn trên là bị riêng của các cái boy coi đi vì nó cái trên digital platform digital cái digital world mà là chỉ coi gear mà coi manipulate anh không cái đấy nó cho dopamine a chemical that when you do something again you enjoy happy. It's psychological manipulation. That's why eating my battle but you feel happy. You feel like it's scrolling over and over and over again. You can't get over it. You think that dopamine can get increase your happiness. You enjoy happy. You enjoy get engage. Your attention. You choose your by shooting. You digital digital platform or digital devices yeah, I get digital heroin. I cheat drugs. Oh yeah, I enjoy digital heroin. So I cheat drugs. I cheat your maranda man which you love Facebook man live man. Cái cái gì chú là lùi ta thôi, na kia là làm cái này cái phiếu quên nó quên. Thế là lôi chỉ cái kín cái chai, or anh chỉ tập anh thôi, có nhà cái cái ngục. Cái coi coi như cái user phiếu, có cái nào đây vô, cái lôi cái chuyện nữa, vô rai, cái mi vô rai, cái rai community nong ting ja ping war ko PhD ke da ne war la de ke Facebook ne ting ka wa ja by the way nong de chen ping ja da lo a che gor ke ga a digital village I think something like that digital village so Ian she's actually doing studies on our community behaviors online how we behaving online and what we're doing now in what a lot ko ja lo defense e ka ka bana illegal ban ke ga support bu ya le mi do ke lo by the way I know it came and I was gonna be Kachirman because Surman naked Kuran Surah now be a lot of kids are engaging in this behavior right now. I know they but we're talking about data. I know they all gang bang kids are doing now in a group Kukaru Su, but Lagunga would to do it a while, would tell go compete or better get like you. I can't come and I got suicide, I can't need a committed by the way. Aran jo mara especially the theater are very sensitive and I can and children you go around and go. So ka you very careful for any get choka you go low way the ka way ru ka ambi da iga right way jeng lo ran bana den ran na yiro ko la contacted online ke men do chario ko men do brahman ke aga one of the reasons can be people are den mi hawi ko na ting pa du na la ka lo ke a chi kan ya ka chi pyat ke ni yi yen ke choka den ga chir man ka na bu ko jam tin ya den ka re ke den ga chir man behaviors ka ba ali ran đấy ở đây là account đấy hack say ở đây too với another thing by Maria ở đây too account wala by hack mà Jeremy wala cái limit one of my friend cha to request was 2 days ago when we call we number day to number chỉ là to number Kenya và như cái nếu mà chỉ là cái green cái chứ mà đấy bà đi là trên là nên to account cho nó là cái account được cái one of the issues chứ là lỗi mà cái đấy cho social media but cái overall bên cái gì để kia bên chỉ biết là hệ lệ ngày chỉ ra nên cái chỗ sharing information when chụp but cái là your from other part of the world without be another thing chỉ problem là đang sharing fake photos and images and I love cái đó của chính của real story của lui share nó có lý depend on 2020 lui nó mình chỉ thì có gì mà là cái đấy lui chỉ đi của lui nói cả cái lui là đi đó là của tiệm lui là có giá có cái cháy nó cái cháy we yen ga ben ngodi na ko na ja de yin chi be to we yin chi be to na ne no le ti be me la ko la me ta be me de chi de re cái de paper cái de cho plastic bag lo chi lu chi len ke me no chi ti ti ke go ra ne ben go gam ben na la sa su den go lo ko cái chi ra ka ya ka gam yi ki ji
COVID da lo to da ti ma abu yo ku le ka da lo cha chol ku ba de COVID da nya dang be.
Yeah. So cái chi được cái quái. Yeah, you be very careful. Now, no get thing online, you think can I you tell thing you do a gum, better bet they by your under the random bet in Berom Garand. Don't just fall for it. Another thing you better I don't get me why is scammers. I quite get around between Lingaman you will win. Or in Coca Kuma can you Google and I think that I probably manas again. No, thank you. Link the link to your site, the one with all your personal information when I can get. Telephone I can connect it can online. I can connect it can e-banking, I can connect it in other government agencies. Another thing I will never then do in want to take into document do get online. Don't put them online garage at our living fox. Because identity theft man actually very easy man around passport or credit under your name. Because kusura duato kujaga chatting injiro expose injiro la tao we can put up bugala nyai. Engage okay then so I know a lot of cases can get another when arabu aki chelu to the temna then account data one ekake temu ke bu detail ko cheta telephone do ya then do it how la you be like you here and support you because telephone data so kitchen do you and can chan Facebook man achi korbe identity authentication e ko or fake number that how number there cha ngare you use on that how kunya the telephone go cha go chi ka chi you it doesn't exist but then again cha lo account they just set it to the point là cái trang lôi để cái chuyện đó chẳng hạn anh kia có khác cái ping lôi account để cái khác cái chỉ kia con lôi another thing is đừng cái man anh chỉ link của cái click don't click and the link chatting don't ini cái chuyện nó video đó cái này anh do video mà anh lúc tour mà online aha này ra nhà cái lôi cái click đó là cái that's it ini cái mà chỉ mà cái ini cái chuyện cái đừng nó graphic images vẫn chỉ chứ mà nó đó mà nó có làm thế ini coi nó tới là videos with ya graphic images you be children ko by traumatized e ka ke do ke share yi tinga ya danga ke how be gni yo bela yo no ra kin gi bo tinga riek no ngi think about others especially long is there do telephone ko do no waka mu karakin na no videos ko surat kun ko ba mu ku ko ke ga no ngi private album lo download according if there's a need for it lo download ko tawo tin lo set but okay could do kaku tao so Facebook video. Another thing been wala bene ya danga ke chol WhatsApp a chibangi cha issue. WhatsApp go to e surata ya download automatically ku ya ga chol videos. Lui set now ku chen ku chol lui ra set. Ago surati download ku ka tao telephone ke telephone do na ba yen pe lo le videos ku ya surati ga to. Ana group chen wa ga ya la ku ya ka dun ma ke ni ku tu yi ga nó có lối của tay như vậy cái lối ra đào nó automatically có quy giá rồi cho nó mới đào for the album rồi nãy lấy bên này là cái bút giúp trên cái là nghĩ thì mà được cái chỉ là problem mà nó lối cái set rồi chỉ download automatically nãy còn bây giờ download cái in chỉ cái đồ là tay như nó có rồi cái chỉ là cái đồ cái share anh nói other private apps cái use it I don't know they show signal anh nói they show anh nói they show telegrams cái more private than cái điều than WhatsApp anyway I'm more protected. So Louis no in private conversation because we use them. I got registered chairman in a WhatsApp in a register with your mobile phone number, but Kega more secure than WhatsApp. In a get your way at them and on the you call it in Africa. And I can data. Hello, lim telephone rand. Well, Louis log in chat with Facebook, the Louis access. I like a messenger to log with your Louis and lock out. Messenger do a killer Louis lock out. Detail ku ban yi conversation ku ji lo na ran ban ran nu won kin ran pyo nu ne ga dong ke messenger ran ne ke telephone ran ne lo ko ran ke yo ban e ki ran lo de ko lan de ba pan ran ne chung lo ke na chi ti ka chi ti ku le kan ko ran che na telephone de ya e go ya telephone ko lo la ba lo ko je telephone ke ji la lo ke chi ti ku je ho ro mo na de ke ni ro de ku je telephone te de do ni to ke ni je je ti. So here at Facebook that you log out what you know messenger. What could you do your factory reset? Ekina you call you learn on the telephone there the gamran. But now for but no you know your factory reset you tell a low setting. A race and the data would be nyai but or go to there and you in the soup. A can get you low for being telephone there you ran. So now with you team, love with you. messages ke ga jagar ya kaje pet da read surat ko ba da wala chane no lot of mel ko ke ti ga ya a chi ti ga ba yibo ko ti ga ja suru ko je to ra ti ba bi yo ke je ba bi yo so cái chira ke ba ko a pe da dang ki cái chira ke ba ka chi cho le ku ga le chale na ko na telephone te ru yiranda lo ye raise the ban chana go li open ka won chana ka te el ku bi ga ban factory reset na ku je no ko randa de yu di bi cho ai se ku mi chen mi chala ka an che ber ku ka ti ga ka ba ga ja nyin mi ja le
No, like the entity, right? But I am really excited to hear, but one reason it's your youth and your book actually, I'm going to and I want to re-emphasize is the idea that our social like that research or like online village or digital village do run, they'll get you better one. Like our community, they're using this online, instead of being promote, right? And so then there were so many voices that are preaching negativity and fight and everything. And then we said we need a youth and we need a platform that will because I educate instead because I block, right? And then we create safe space and also we decide that we know mentorship, right? So that the younger generation do it. And when can spaces we ben and kala tin ben kala pink up yet instead we are online show ben ke kala tin ke kan lu ka discuss ka 19 before I ke ka ler ka tu and ana kire cha le ne ku le de pinom ala tu ku wa la chien pinom ala ala le bu du no pin population be a million ke dia and I was thinking about it and I shared this with a friend. What if today ku le pinom to wa pin rio ku ka cha jel ka cha lo in another planet ka cha jel ko ke domino right? So these are the platform where we need to be discussing all these things. What is happening? Book up and so I think man how to use technology for good. How to use private chat. How to be privacy and big asset. How to so educating people and that is the reason we are here. So we're copying and we're copying video laping akur share ke your technology is a big thing. It can cause damage or it can improve. It depends on how you use it. So we are encouraging in our conversation today to use technology for good, not use technology for destruction. Then in take away message one call. So thank you so much and you can but I'm really glad that you live and that is the reason we are here today. Please share the conversation and let us know what are your thoughts.
Yeah, just to where do ba there ko na which car ba no mar ko bung ke bung pe da de no na ne chol all that's actually ba yo we ba e bung tin de de get 1932 1932 ke get bung e chol brave new world all that actually ku we run ke ne de ke lu la ke prophet or messiah ye ne je ko le ka ju bro no ne run ke run je wo ka da tin 1932 ke get bung ke ke lu ku le technology open lo open ko ka boy lo ko ko rio 1932 technology open ko ko lo ko ko rio ngai cho kan chir man yi rise of drugs kan chir man yi drug man illicit drugs age chen ko words ku ja psychological manipulation drugs when ko gear ni age chen ga jam ka chir man ye ke de cho psychiatric medication ka kan a chen ko do won ra ni cho lo drugs actually ga use de ne ko rio so ko ko ga ya le technology man ko lo ko man ra de man ko ke lo telephone man ko kin telephone kin you ke mi rande man la to the point rande la pa kan je man ke telephone dum mo chin this is how bad it become eh a che ga tin ye kam ke ge chon ke de ni no man cha re ra na ko no use social media ko ger accident or straight away ka ke na ko lo ko karia ko je man kan je values ko aja wallo ko won chi ga rande man to ko pa mi du ji pyu ka ya ri du ko la je la we na kere la la ke de wi jala yu de wani e ko la ko la ti la form is ko la la kul be na la khor mi la mi cha na che mi la cha kong yu la je tan cool bala ne mi ke mi online ke cool ba ne wa ne ke na ni ke lo tin che online ko na ne ke lo no so na jala ti mi ke lo ke wona jur ke ga lu delete can nge ya ba na di ya responsible person. You're supposed to be responsible. E will ku ja ka du ni lo ya action so e ka ka nge pya ko na ti nge ko bi ri ko ni na break nyai ro tin digital ke digital apps ka ala ba down ala ba down ke ala ba uninstall we get deleted ku you break I decided one run war gonna tell you war chen social media better la tin Facebook I can ja ke tin to an chi lo ke ne an lo ke ne chol TikTok ko
Yeah.
tin wala
Until one day, until I get to, I will come back.
wa yi ko la nyo
And
wan chi
maybe
lo ke
you
ne
can.
chol yeah I know the la clubhouse ooh wala pin ga ke ko pin and I cannot believe ko ko they go watch a lot to the point how why ko ja you can sponsor Africa beauty no buku ko ja we then we yini ga wu bi ko la no I cannot believe chu chen wala dar ke yo waru ka chu go goron wara ge ko yon jil wo ke that yen ke jet ke cho wajel pan Africa to ana lwela mana yi lui deported man kin ko ja no ko ne na ga ji wo war to ana lo ngi be be pan Australia na cha chi mai ruon ki ku to visa no visa do ten anong ko ke tin nga ke nga chi ke ya wo na go ke tim go visas can tim ko kulula ka ba ke deport le ke detention centers a je bala ko che ko ngi chi ko bi ko la da na to ku ka yen to ni man ko le chi ra la to ngi ko bra da la to ki lo wu yi ke ywa ko ya wa ri luen come on ko ka ke ke go baron wel ko ka ni je ke ga bi wo yen mi ka ke a chen jam da ni wo ke jam ka yu lo ya ra ja so an je ber ku ke tin ka ba emphasize that technology apia ku ka ra ku ka na ka ju ri ka ri ka bi ja ku ke ko lo by the way lo na de ma na yu ka che jam ku mi yu ko to ni to the point na ga ben funeral ku le ko ma ga ba ko la cannot believe in ga na la ki I cannot believe ko sura an je to na je to we sur pe sa du pe a ja ku ye I don't think no gre de war to eh yenge kana ja tinga ji wa churi can I cannot believe the way jala to that level go again. Right on to the way to work. So that the work quite yoga nyai which and I got be called kula team called kunta could we follow. Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you.
No, I agree. Kira to especially koi the first thing they hear announcement ka kar Facebook posting cryptic message, putting blank screen. I don't know what their objective are, but you need to stop. But koi convenient anxiety is not good. So King to know on the U-turn is you reflect on your actions up to this point. Technology I use to what extent? Has it helped you? Ci yin kwany wala ci yin luar ca ya addicted to telephone unai running with how is that impacting your relationship within the household. Most families I'm not sure in family but na cha can you pay at the end of the day and have dinner together catch up remember being how the school is going well I school you know that way because that generation gap a lot you deal with technology that me that che jam tong jam we
Yes,
are bent
yes,
to know
yes.
because that's enough interaction between me gonna work in ko jam tong
True.
jam ku ke ka la chol school for 8 hours like 1 hour a day chalo spare ku we wala wo bi jam tong jam te chim ko chara an bi ipad e telephone ku telephone ne chara an bi in a table no that will spare a little bit of your time to bond with your child. Na chaman to ignore just take a few years before they abandon you. Which in that relationship will build. Be met the lower like Mamadi and Babadi, we had these good memories. Ali,
Yeah.
especially Koko immigrant, you will 12 hours shift. Them and being running, they don't know who you are. They just know you provide shelter and food on the table, and that's it. Now let ben can riaka go up online in ben baja blood by chirno. Abidir meet and if if something work out and they become extraordinary in some way, yakapol kura kwachia famous, these videos will come up. I'll be future man will be career. And bullying, a ben, na ye family do it, and family do which worry, I'll be you way affecting that way.
Yes,
Do you
yes.
go but ijal? but still it applies. Your good standing in society can benefit you in the same way chinara can can ruin your opportunities. So I'm trying to say Laura reflect yin and your own habits telephone within your surrounding kind of family telephone to that relationship and then a society at large quite ben online bu jangi ko ko rolat anti jala dan TikTok the bubble we open up to Jiang, and when I saw TikTok in Jiang the way it is it's really bad. So I'm away from TikTok and Facebook looking at those Facebook one. Maybe I'm getting old, but that's my experience on social media. Other than can the impact of social media mental health. Short form content. You scroll the dopamine you scroll achieve it for your mental health, and it can affect your
Yeah.
focus. Now work loy you do 8 hours, you need to focus for at least 4 hours, but something will accomplish for your day. I noticed it was affecting me. I cannot stay on for 25 minutes but we focus on one thing. You know what, I'll go to YouTube, look for long form content. Long form content can appear for your memory. Benanke balui learn at the end of the day. Uh, but topic chin were intrigued. But I look up on YouTube putting grant video and post kuchi detailed research actually. So they now presenting something you can learn from. Or a movie that can have a lesson at the end of the movie, 2 hours or 1 hour. But I'm really grateful to learn from you today, Awan Kuol.
Thank you. Appreciate
I
it.
think this is the timely discussion that people need to know.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Now you had some good insight there. Really good. Yeah. So now no question. Cái chú chơi cái gì cái của bài answer đấy. Gọi là bùi giá tụ biến nào vậy?
Yeah, no, walk into yeah, one mate. So one up to 1 hour so that
That's
the
okay.
other
That's
one
okay. No problem. I'm happy to. Mm,
yeah, usually I want to call when we are discussing this. Go why why one long last you turn advice. So I think because you that I can well already. But if you were to just sit back and buy in here for the next 5-10 minutes, that I only like what word of youth and the youth the balle dear in going to win Kulibale, our community in general, about looking at where we have come from, where we are today, and where we're going. How do we leverage the knowledge of digital literacy for our good? I know quite we go work, especially our community, that talk that for our talk bagum. This technology I can win a good thing in our work. And I took be your teacher, ku japia, ku yard thing in Kayirio. I can work in the Paralala, Talim, but seat a moras. Tong Arabi.
true.
So kukur, no, ku yard thing a candidate, a letter. So what you tell message if not just summarize then we jong ya jam jo nyoj pi ni ko lien man tin to ichu le nget technology ko lo use la you ka be in better you turn in your life na man plus kula they use technology for good back home here or worldwide in ke clever ye.
Thank you for a very good question. Again, we'll call for about where better. Yeah, technology can or a digital platform and you use can a chira it. But you know, you get a poor real cake. Who captured cái gà bên hoặc ba cái giá gì đó mà của bài tướng là cả là gì đó we are very careful ở coi của yên là nó buộc của những cái gạch chiều cái giống mà nó wanna work chiều ấy nhà nó là khi nó to US right
Anto Canada.
or into Canada okay của into Canada ya đang có good so what you mà nó sao với suppose chỉ riêng của đội you các cái nó biểu của đội you sharing information education cái có của trả lời education là chỉ biết nó có itu chuyện là chỉ trong đó là bên Nichimane very easy man to buy information to access easily. YouTube man also I know a lot of great educational tools the baka use bin gara coin. You can find a lot of resources online on internet. Engage choke ya danga chir mani le ba messages ala baka share kana quite easily because you ka kain ga pya lu digital platform kana lu use for educational purposes and what could it Another thing that we are capitalizing on, and I don't know whether a lot of people knows now, that in technology, you can easily do business online. When we can't when cover YouTube, that you guys you need to think about investing. You can even set up your shop online. You can do online digital market where you can actually design all your you can design the images of your products and then display them there. You can use Photoshop to have a very nice, appealing graphics images of your products with a lot of great descriptions. Put it there, and you can make a lot of money by advertising your your products online. So can appeal in a little for online using a donkey appeal then work for business purposes. Easy now no kiran credit man online man could share through the social media man ka do thing around then ka kwa wache then easy then find where second book a transfer or book a shift it from one continent to another. Maybe in Africa it's a bit difficult, but they could be a little bit quite when you can go quite when you use especially with you we go work at the time go work invested. Do cái lui do cái cặp qua đi hoặc là như coi phòng là nhiều coi chuyện có quên gì cả work cái vẫn có quên được or với relationship là gọi cái này chỉ lui coi phòng cái này jadi cái là để nó view coi chứ mà na diao mà online nhưng mà có coi chuyện rằng cái bên phía này cái tổ mình online nhưng là như tôi vô bây giờ như này $25,000 qua cái công trình của come on cái này chỉ do Iran cái này công yêu cái này sura do ní thì phiên chính cái chuyện mà đấy đi lôi because you just need there are clear and I get your way then cái chỉ mà ta bị we spend mà nó rất chỉ riêng là cái okay because why I busy online then we have nang time and what you face to face rather than online on a regular basis and networking and socialization of the online man want to put you man want to quite support then what do you chỉ work on discussion phía lời rót cái you could jam the kaun bu quite deep and I believe in topic pan la pen pan de we kan be jam la pen chen we jam tin ko pan ko ro di ba re ko re ni ba be le la le chen wo to be reporting so can we ko bu ru di ni ni chan le be create ben cho ka chi na wo ni ke cho ke dan e wo cho yo ke ko ko ma ka le da Africa ma you be do on a regular basis but you would have be me do ke ja bu ta wo che chen wo ke especially we ko on Facebook pages ka those platform ka ko ya ka be ya chari na chara an cha lui ko le nga pa ka cha la tu somewhere ki cha le lo ya ko long kon ya ko neng lo ko mai ko do kri ji ben ja lo che te we lo che ne ka be make you look unprofessional and ku ka ni ko ja no ga ji da ko ja pi but them go bu review channel go ka nya user you credible information ga you share not fake information Rani cho Donald Trump har kana cha pi war ke den war che na famous are they eating the dogs and the cats no ra chi di la cha war ba Donald Trump is ya fall for cái đến cho là cái fake news cái what cái là tiếng anh will ping nong cái là nong mainstream media but I don't think that's was the case. I think in social media or videos là tiếng cái lui share nong ra nong intention đến chi cha của lâu lên jam do you like jam cái chin can verify and man của nong cái cha tiếng mà anh chỉ đó là jam cái can verify I have to verify the source in cái chỗ này another thing but no way I think special quarter social media do ran camera nhưng mà này mà na chỉ là to a friend request mà on Facebook ya con lâu account team era an cái này a real person or a real person can cái này cái này con là con in là profile được không but chính là surat cái đấy chỉ là tao so profile được không how long ago did this person join Facebook nãy là nó lui join recently cái gì cái đàn cái này là bị cái đó bị scam because anyone surat đúng mà ni là qual là download nó là account like credit under your name cái gì cái gì I can easily do that. So kaka yingating it we join now. We a friend get the token in and can so those information we could not get compost, not get good or not get shit. Kaka in kaka a real person will get a scammer. A kaka ko in ke nang ni ka chira kaka. Them would book a kong dimi. Na no link here to in link it you kong ting another day show URL. You kong ting it yeah, get it. Yeah, legitimate website. You mean, a lot of it's get a spam email up and on it. I have continued them on the run for going to allow Puma or Inu when I don't go there. Then allow Puma. lâu cả lâu chuyện ye ga ke tu ye link cái legitimate link on because link ne ya legitimate link ala pating ye no it go www but na cái chicken go le or no cái tinga cái gì cái này phải cái này cái chú ada bokong tinga cái authentic government website or be no legitimate source e ka cái ko na chi ni kin ti ra no ngi jeng le le bi chi no ngi chi ri no bi ba le ra cái double ton qua ya đang quay pair này ya đang đun bị đôi telephone cái smartphone nhưng có mà ra cái nó cái đến cho iPhone 15 mà why why below go là của mình abu ko là misuse a responsible person nó nghe cái chạy đó advise mình go telephone nó men to cái lần thì mà nó nói chuyện telephone của đây yin cái men gì thì ya la man chinin nang telephone man ka ku man yin ya sai me do doi loy man one time you actually have a lot of free time to think using your brain rather than using digital digital electronic gadgets, you know, because a lot of people now I can I check they use they don't use their brain. Some of them are like resort to get chat GPT, you know, which I check you don't even use your own brain. So which means you're using the computer electronic information when chị cái bố bề cái tag nằm được so cái có đoạn đó có đúng bị cái electronic gadget cái con ai addictive nó cái chung của chứ mà cho do mà đấy chứ mèo ra cái mèo chứ uổng nên cái chỗ cái đang we có ở Africa cái nó cũng dạng là cái chỗ cái chiến của chỗ cái gì cái chỗ mình this cái này technology đi cho lui control yeah in lui technology control ja ting ma ne ko la ne an ne je dur ko le mu kan do cha do re to ne cha tem ba bai nyal pa no swele te wa ga dir ko mo ben da wale da man da ye ting an gere ka lo ran lui post photos a lu post wo ko le no ma be ting ga ran de jera tu de lo ga lo pa no Australia now an gene ko wa ga la dir ho le wa ga la dir pa ga wa ga la dir pi wa ga che dir hoti ba de ma na ja ting ma ne e chi ran be ne ji dur ko lu ke cho lo ya ne ji lum ge ke ko kin pi we get a genetic wajata with the primitive culture that you call can so now eating and get a lot in get so now they are lawyer the one like Gerard or book window but a chill can be by that culture to a part of your identity. You cannot abandon your culture to take up another culture thinking that that will make you to be a civilized person. No. Civilization starts with you as a person. So yen ke ya kon ba tawo ko ni ko na chi ko ji chi ja de ti war gen a ke chi ja la loy man ko ke cha lo wa kan la ko ja di ruti ko mana chi ti won technology war ko ja cho la di ruti yin ni ja ban bi ma ti ga wo yi this is it a chi yo cha na yin chi ja lo ra yin ra ke la chama na Facebook yin or on TikTok why really ye chấm chấm nó chỉ là chơi chấm yo cái nó chấm cái bị ra nó là chỉ là yo có cái nó cái lớn nhưng có cái chừng cái chấm người ta part of the world cái
Like
cái
I'm
có
live.
nó là chấm lại bây giờ cái trên cái giá là nào chứ chẳng cái nuôi cái du là nói thì là khiến bè cái này mà nói cho tiếng mà ra cái này cái này thì cái su cái đó kìa so we ko yan ka ya ga ja di ri me chu images kon chan ba ta bi ya la bi da develop num we nge chu bi da dai quran ba ja lo ran ba ya de ga ran no ko dun pi loy ka lo ran de le yo ko yan ge chu ga den bi ran de la because at the end of the day kin ke le ko yan ge chu ga den yam ne ka won chi lui consent no ga di ne ga ko lo na ka ko ni yi ko bor ka a chin ge ya ka pi de Australia Yala cool banja beer kami no which is affected in my life got the job beer but man akini it pandi so what michela yamaka get one we go ja you are chen ja get man to but man kin kitchen will affected na chin gari ya no ni please you know break for loy ko kin no gari ya gene ki ni luiti okay chin gari le do time to waste nge ka ba ko get topic ya tingi chen ran ba la tin man khi chị tinga mà nên cái ran bên lọc về live để tụi anh chụp cái bên phiêu là bên phía bên anh nhé có nhà chị giàu có nhà chị giàu là giảm mà chứ nếu nó còn về giảm chứ vì nó cái nhà chị chỉ có giá cho nó giảm vào thì cái chuyện sập lên rồi cái trả cái có gì đâu mà nó có gì đâu mà nó ai chắc là thiên quái mà rồi giảm điền thiếu mà cái abu cái có gì chứ nhiều người rồi cái lối cái mà nó là đồ về là giảm vào cái trả giá rồi cũng chẳng phải lo nó cái này cái của đủ rồi chết mà we need to do a U-turn move at which and chiếm của nó của bên wo cái rồi cho mình cũng giá có chi là ber ku ya dai no jur ko ya den ka yu ko loy ke jur ko ka loy e ka na che ke ji ke loy ke du ke loy wo ji chieng ji dir la chaman chieng che suppose be to kan wo so ke na ga le chu yu te no ko mi de du chieng na ma te da no wo ko wo ti lumbu ka pet wa na ka re ke pa ke be na lumbu ka pet ke social media ko wa na ka re ke social media an je ber ku ke ti de ke ka ba jo wo yen ya dan share acha na sharing information or images when chip ya non kai ga la gear pa psychological de ko la nen chen ko ja no de de mele ga ko surat ya graphic images ya share apa biar yo pyo dari ana ting ra de da man de ga yo ko chu ka re de ji ya ni wala bi ni ra de la man man ra de ni man na ga la ka ko ra ka no ba dor de la yo da ar la ke wan yen ko dor ga da ko ji ga la on the ground so ke ne ko ko tan ko bu ko de ban la tinga cho ka le de ti la ka pa ne wi pa de ke du ka lia yu ka ja cho ka bi ke ne ga to ka ko ga ge lu ko focus ka ge ga tin ka ba ton wo ko to pa na majority of members or of, community members ke ka ni ya mare de ka won chi ke wa so ko be ya wa le pa ni ko wa chi ro wa je de ne de chen wa be dai pin ko ba de man ka yu ta ra ga ja ka mi ti to ba de chen ga chi ke ta a be ga da man de ya ga ko le yo ge cái nó có của bên quan niệm về tôi đã một chỗ có phải như thế nó bùi áo có cuộc chiến bùi rồi cho bên như thế nó bùi nén business qua bùi lấy qua cháu bùi nén gặp bùi quen như qua because đó mà đại giờ ra chùa đó là giờ ra chùa à còn đó mà là lâu mình rồi có gì có qua mà nó sao thôi luôn cái tôi chỉ cái gì luôn cái tôi đi tới 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 I see no way functioning well. Cái này cái tí nữa cả một tuần qua của social media cái digital platform you can use them, but we are use wisely and safely. Thank you very much.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much. So, Jacobin, who got die, I want to call you, let us make a U-turn. And look up here, technology, which your who carry technology, your down can get. Chiang Pierre there, reward back home there, and be good will. Kuteko kam to kaka panu kui panu cake. So we're caught of Africa, we're the focus of poncho. Now, no, get the young we consult in a respectful, organized ways. We go by it and better go on you tap in your Tingu to the later no. And we peed up behind the peer me ko behind the peer me ko book one behind. Kiawan Kole Lugu technology used to empower us to create businesses, to write books where the advantage history you passed down through oral literature. In mean new thing, quite the rock and new thing with Jim Kagakul, Jim Kagakam. Right now, I book a garbage and get it to walk in walk out technology. So why can we use AI to write our books and a book when we got book history book instead of using history when we are alive when we are alive history can get to ke bi ko ko je dum bi lo ko a gutien war chen be ku ci ko ke e ke non system ni ene result ni che be solve Facebook ni so
True.
instead we can use technology che bu ben live by to do job le pin no who don't but can who will go and use it against you use against mit ku use against mit ku ne chi ala ke ri lo na na ngi chi ke pandu en mondu ku je ya pan che ni ti akin or wen tindu ki le banyu pin ku gat na kor wa history bato ka gat ke is his story and ku bawa ko ko when bien yo kwen ke ka will benefit from it more and they will use it to make better decision in future and if you don't know how to do that can you reach out to us one of youth writers group that we are working on, where we will teach our women, especially, to write their stories to the healing process instead of Babel life by no Javulel, in Banyu Pina qualify for Alakir, who get who history do, who bato. You can decide later on by publish if not channel opinion and you see the publish or channel opinion tell you that it was a kaka chino no riere da mani chino be wa pin du kala bato mit ku belo filter reality get any history and get any preservation so you turn healing writing group of benya and so prepare kin ete ku jaga na japing so and get the best way when what technology used to help us instead using technology to harm us and our children thank you so much I want to call la kidding by an opportunity by your last U-turn word, Balwell. And our Nana, which neighbor, Benny, you feel free to say it. Otherwise, what we show a book here.
No, I check well been like kachigaton got and good part of our culture. And then koi chaka you TikTok and che bella man then looking run a life and we set up kunyo tara wala eloidi. Can you good content but bay but koi teach skill. Um ran when interested in makeup about life the about how could tell makeup a year towel. These are educational videos. Now educational videos check it out there. The intention behind them is to teach people who don't know something but they are interested in it and come jet be atara kop kala lo letting a kop yetalidi maka jakwan ku TikTok ayena you give a yet watch. So Quran been an in trauma. Iran koya getting a chip ben online because nimble well chin mental health issues. Ata lakin tin ka ku ja luaitin nyuot nana de the way you process life is different. Being kwan wala chi bu kwan cha kol kura chi lu na cha ting is in ran chi ja pi du cha and fair rate ko ko ba gar pinya go pin na ma go ting life cha we live up to this point. Please go learn how to read and write. Jam ke pelekin jam lebih ni kadang room out of context na cha story cha gora chia complete with your present no quite getting different impact. Everything you do on social media and in consequences, whether you intend it or not. We speak a lot on our call, and I always say, what is your purpose? What is your why? Why are you on Facebook? Huh? On Chen number here, I don't even know what I'm doing there. I was not having Facebook until recently. Jala take car will contribute to the community, and the Facebook is a tool that I will use to do something. Digital products or digital platforms are tools. Now, when you think of it, now bad thing, using it for the good of the society or the good of your own benefit. Yung ba you think chaben Facebook? Chaben Facebook yung ba ben wen coach? What are you leaving? And I'm always advocate of leaving things better than you found them. Chaben Facebook ye sura ke nyir ke been share. You might not be the person who sura nyani chandam looking just a share but we randang kule randang le do post lo nya randang le ranomia into chintin, and you will live with that guilty conscience that in chirana chano you don't have to physically barano. So everything you do, bullying on social media, but ja ben ku bara and below intimidate bakake all that laundry the baka ben baby social media in the moment you feel good looking at the end of the day chin way chin in kwanyaran can what jam about mental health can thing react by, and we need to find different ways of processing our own trauma and our own misunderstandings and conflict in our community to go by online to cause issues for the next generation. So yeah, I'll pass it to Awan, but that's my
Thank you
message.
very, thank you
Yeah.
very much. Will be as you can do it in a thing of the then the young day here. When get your jump, quite deed. Got a deed, when get the other digital platform, you're going to go you visually like this, Kubura deed. Kubu can book it, Nagabu can debate it, and a man, and I'm got to go with it. Now, around the town, you think the thing getting up at Kugera, the thing it, the thing they have got to do it, debate a gunga, a gunang, Ninda Gunang and Ninda Wujaka Mati. So, which are the later it, but to play Katkanogati, and Ganumar, and let Yak Ugaga Kama go away by the on. We can come jump in the color drink, Ukanya, the Agaberga Berry, Kogachaka Jan. Koi koi chi với surat ke mil cái tao online cái temp mil ko tao ris ku ka cha ko ching war cái na chiran ke cái man cái ran man cái yi mil ran ga lo lui ka ta chi koi lui brother jam ding chen ko lan ko ken man ne ku surat ke mil ga ja lo ko lu mat cái ka ra ja ken pya de ma ja ne ke cho ko ko chi ka ne pya yu ko surat ke mil you keep away from social media lui decided ko that year nan ma ton lo social media to quan be kwa chila de ma chin mama kwa chin bi la chin kwa chin jeng di men di chin ki cha tao simply because that law online at en cái chỗ đang cái chỗ bảo bảo share sometime in có là attracted có support big chỉ cái đó nhiều có mà đi bây giờ gặp nhiều phụ nữ cái bà cái thao có cái chơi jealous so cái chắc cái nhà chỗ đấy chắc cái gì sụp chắc gọi gì luôn đi luôn à đó chắc cái thao chẳng nên cái là bị ra để cho là mà nó bắt cái chỗ cái phụ nữ cái đó rồi gì chuyện mi tu ni chạm cái chuyện này con phải cho lên ra nó phải đi là ra để là yếu yếu ya đó ra để chuyện cái phía đấy thôi cái cái phía có don't overshare your life durante cho la chi den we are expert of your life because cái cái thao bị bên chú của chính mà này chú của thao bị cái lối của con bên wo ya showing off na mi cái là bên cái mi cái là wala cái user cái so cái này you better careful cái you của thao bị của wa là con mi cái này cái đề cả thon có gì đang có pa nó cho Africa cái này tấm của rồi có chỉ cái gì bên bị ăn lại nó cái là chính mà đây cái media cái này Facebook media cái ai cái là jur man ano ra ne loya contacted war ko wara ku ni ko lo lien man ben we celebration a ku lo ke ne lo ke pay lo ke use yen ka $200 $7 ka to man Africa ai cái jur man ku cái chi necessary da do chi be te be te ta online yu ka be chare yo be ke ne lo bla yo ano mi sura je ben yal wara nin ke kire nyan wara to mi sur ke chi to mi je ba golo sura ne camera me golo ko tel bi ta wa ne ke kin be chare e ke ne we ko na chi da jur ki ne mi ke ne person ba ran ba ka ra da sur go ya videos ke surat ka ke chana chi do mu ju wa je ye ni du ko be la ta pe du ko ye ne ka ja lo yi ke ta bi wo le lo de ke be responsible for it but dik de ra de da ta bi ko bra la yo ku ke ka ja ti ma na sa ke chi mi ke la be man anang surat ju je ban Africa man ko videos che ne ka ra na la sur ne ko ye ke jur bi la sur ku le ka sura le ka ta bi on the pe ko e ke na chi e ka ko tem ku ya ji wa ji pi da man na che ta bi ne no ni ne ke ne no ni media company do ke yin te lo ke a chin yin video ran de la sur sura de ko ba ba ta pe ko or YouTube channel ko bin ko ba la no channel YouTube channel ko che ka monetize so ke na chi so tem ke ba ke ba da ye lo ya Iran yin videos ka kana chen ko char pe en ke cho dan don't share everything ben ke share kana pa ka ko ga ti ka ba ga ton wo you be very careful ka you ka lo activities ko ara jare ku ni ko social media in other digital platform you can use it ka ga wo be ga de ko wo be ya ko e ko che we ja ga le ga ke tu ga re di ga bu ka chi bu di ni education is the most important thing knowledge is power and we can access this knowledge freely. Ayo wa man ngai wo ti man ko ya la so ku ni man ko pye ya ka do mo you have to pay money to can be appeared but we can get it easily wo community each all dinga or wo African wo is socialist by nature we don't believe in cultural commercialization or anything ka ka bana ya ka wa ja to ra cultural capitalist societies ke agree ban you commercialize but no work I can't in one voice and so what Louis would knowledge you be sharing using the okay free by using digital platform to what we are called culture to be good in what we with your community da here you and a benefit you we and a benefit community you when in the Latin ban you charity no you charity you call it in the you ko ga you di ke ba tan wo du you bu nye che ba kun yar go du ke je ke chin ke chi cho le ke che ke chin ke ye no du ke